We always talk about farming, but nobody is talking about rubber farming or rubber production. You look at this, and this, and that really saddens me. It looks like our world is covered in plastic. Everything around us is plastic. But it saddens me that whenever we talk about farming, the world limits us to just two aspects: livestock farming and crop farming. Nobody is actually talking about rubber production or rubber farming in Africa. A few days ago, I was coming from the southern part of Ghana, the Akimsredo. We saw a rubber production farm and we decided to stop by to check it out. And that place was one of the amazing sights you could ever see. Very refreshing and amazing water. So we decided to just stop, check out the farm, and one of the workers in the farm was very receptive. He just showed us around the farm, and that's so beautiful. The seeds fall from the tree, and then naturally, I don't know whether they actually nest them, the seeds get nest under the parents' trees, and that is how they do to expand. That farm was really huge. That farm was big. And the most important thing that makes it so beautiful is how the rubber is cultivated. They just hang a bucket at the stem of the tree, and whenever they cut the tree, the rubber flows like water and drips into the bucket. It's one of the beautiful sights you would want to see as somebody who is interested in farming, and rubber production is so amazing. This is even the low key, but the high key is looking at how impactful rubber production is to our countries in the world. I checked online and I realized that Indonesia is the highest producers of rubber or latex. And when I checked, it's like they are those who produce about 90%. All the countries that were ranked in Africa, yeah, it is Ivory Coast is the highest producers of rubber, with over 1 million tons of rubber that was produced as of 2020. But currently we don't actually know what is going on. So my question is that if rubber is so profitable, why are we not talking about it? Why is it not in a high scale? Why is it not expanding in terms of our African countries? For example, Ghana here, a lot of people don't even know that there is rubber production, or people are even farming rubber in Ghana. But I don't see why the song is not sung to the world. And I just checked online and I realized that there are even rubber processing companies in Ghana. And I think that will really be amazing if those companies are largely owned by Ghanaians, because what it will mean is that while we produce, we add value before we sell, instead of just producing and then going to sell. That wouldn't actually make a lot of sense. So I saw that and I was really thrilled. So what I want to say, I'm just asking, what I have is for the whole of Ghanaians. Is rubber production a good venture for one to go in? If true, how much could a person need to go into it? Or it's just an individual cannot go into it? It's big companies that have to go into it with mattresses or what? And if a person goes into it, how easy is it? How profitable is it? These are questions that may be of high interest to investors. So what I have to say is that I am open. Anyone that is into rubber production can just check my page, get my numbers, then we get into conversation. Inshallah, I can come around and interview you. You get to tell us and educate us more. Some of us are ignorant. We would want to be educated, especially with people who are inside. We don't want book knowledge. We want the field knowledge. So if you have idea of how rubber production is done, you've been into it, you have experience in it, we'll be glad to have conversation with you. Remember, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, The African Farms and Culture, and don't forget to share this video. Assalamu alaikum.